Hi, this is the StatTrack baseball page. This is a website where the user can select their team and then upload their TrackMan CSV data, and then from there they can view their player stats from their own team or their opponent's team. So let's run through the website right now. We'll click on View Games. So this will be all your imported games that the user uploaded with their TrackMan CSV data. And right now, I already uploaded 35 games. Here you can delete your game if you don't want it to be part of your account. You can click analyze, but that page has not been completed yet, so we'll go back to it on a later date. Um, Here you can filter by season. There's regular season, preseason also, based on the date that you put for your game. So 35 games were uploaded, so let's just upload one more. We'll do Cal Poly versus UCI. You import usually takes like 5 seconds. Okay, that was right away. Okay, so let's say import success. It'll view your games, and here it should say 36 games now. Yep. And once again, these games are ordered by date. So now let's go to the view players page, the stats page, basically. So on the left side, you have your own team players, and then on the right side, you can choose your opponent team that you want to select. So here, these are all the teams that are from the imported games that you uploaded into the database. So let's choose San Diego Aztecs. We'll choose a pitcher, Peyton Rogers. So there's pitchers and hitters. We're just gonna look through the pitchers page for now. So when you click, the pitchers data page will load, and this is Peyton Rogers. And the overview tab will show all the stats from the season. I don't have every single game from Peyton Rogers. I have a majority of his games. So yeah, so we have standard stats here: innings pitched, hits, singles, whatever. Advanced stats, all the rate stats here: WHIP, batting average, BABIP, batted ball stats, ground ball rate, all of it. Plate discipline also. And here you can filter by month, season. We have a couple months here, so it's a good amount of data for him. Batter side versus right-handed hitters, pitch type. You have all these. So if you want to look at sinker, boom, you have all the stats here, which is pretty cool. And how he did in April, for example, with the sinker. So yeah, now let's go to the games log page. It's going to show every single game that he appeared in. And once again, it is ordered by date. And, it'll show innings pitch for each game that he pitched in. Once again, you can filter by regular season, preseason if you want to. If you want to look at April, this is how he did in April. All right, now trends. So we have game trends here, season trends, and cumulative stats. So games trend is you select your game, how do you pitch throughout that game? If we want to filter through, all right, let's look at a March game. So this is how he did in this game in March. So velocity. So throughout the game, how is his velocity? And it'll show all the pitch types. And you can choose your metric here if you want to look extension, for example, versus fastball versus changeup. His extension here will show all the averages, the minimum, maximum, and the latest pitch. Season trend will look at the entire season for each game. All right, let's look at extension and look at every single game that you pitched throughout the season. Once again, it will split by pitch type. And you'll see the first game, he averaged 5.445 feet on his extension for his changeup. And you can see all his averages throughout the entire season. Once again, you can look at any anything that you want to, any metric. You can filter through everything. Now let's look at cumulative stats. So here will show all the rate stats. You can look at batting average. How is batting average performed throughout the season? That's his batting average against. You can look at his strikeout rate throughout the season, and this is cumulative, so it will add up all the prior games in that season, and it will add up. And if you want to look at each pitch type, you click on the box here, and it'll show you. All right, so now we're done with this page. We'll look at the strike zone and 3D view. So one of the key features in this page is it has a 3D pitch trajectory of the pitch you want to select. So you want to look at a February game. Look at the first game of the season. So you can also filter through everything if you want. Let's look at this pitch right here. So you want to click on catcher's view and it'll lock the camera behind home plate. And these are all the metrics that that are relevant. It'll show you the pitch trajectory of that pitch. Here, this is a slider located right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can filter through everything. It gives you all the information of that pitch here. Shows you the 3D pitch trajectory. Pitch movement. It will show you a pitch movement graph. So induced break on the y-axis, and then horizontal break on the x-axis. So let's just select a couple games here. Okay, so we have a good amount of pitches here we can work with. We'll look at a sinker right here. And once again, it'll show all the metrics here. And also, it'll show a 3D animation of the spin axis here. So you click catcher's view. Once again, it will lock the camera behind home plate, show the pitch trajectory, and the spin axis. Animation will be shown also. And you want to select on a curveball. I think that's his curveball. Yeah, so that's the curveball. Once again, the spin axis 3D animation is accurate. Also, the pitch trajectory too. All right, now moving on, we'll look at the spray chart. So here, you can select the game that you want. Let's just select a couple games. We don't need to select too many. So yeah, it will label on this 2D spray chart. It will label out, home run, triple, double, single. So this was a triple right here. And it will show a 3D trajectory, 3D hit trajectory this time, of how the ball traveled. So that was a triple. This is an out. So all you have to do is just click on, the ball and play that you want to select, and you'll see a 3D trajectory of it. And you can move the camera around to, see the trajectory from all angles. So again, you can filter by batter side. You can look at home run, singles, sinkers, all pitch types. So the last one will be the heat maps tab. And we have a zone. We have a zone tab here and then a heat maps tab here. So we'll talk about the zone tab. This will show all the location of his pitches percentage-wise. Location percentage, whip percentage, batting average, ground ball rate, fly ball rate, line drive rate. It'll show everything here. You see the play here so you know which point of view it is. You want to filter. Let's filter May versus right-handed hitters. How does sinker perform? Right? So this is everything that you have here. Once again, you can filter by all these also. Now heat maps, it'll show location, whiffs, hits, ground balls, fly balls, line drives. So once again, all these filters are the same. You want to look at April, okay, versus right-handed hitters. How did his sinker perform? He only got maybe one hit. I don't know how many hits that is. So yeah, this is it. And one of the cool feature in this pitcher's dashboard is you can print a report. So let's look at the regular season. Select a game that you want to have a report, and you can select multiple games if you want to. But we're going to select the latest game, May 10th. Generate report, and boom, you have. This is the report you have. It will show the average metrics up here for that game only. It'll show the pitch velocity distribution, spin axis plot, and the pitch breaks here. And all you have to do, click report. You can print it, save it as a PDF, do whatever you want. So yeah, that's the pitcher's dashboard. Okay, so now we'll look at the hitter's dashboard. We're back at the players page, and now we're going to look at our team, Cal Ant. This is UCI. So once again, you have pitchers here, hitters here. We'll look at Anthony Martinez and see his dashboard. So these are all the stats here. Same thing, we have an overview page. Only difference here is we have on base, slugging, and OPS instead of innings pitched and whip. You can filter everything. And this time we have versus right-handed pitchers and left-handed pitchers. Games log, pretty much same idea except on base, slugging, OPS. And yeah. Trends, you have cumulative stats here. We only have 2 games that we imported for Tony Martinez, so we don't have a lot to work with. But same idea as the pitcher's dashboard. You have all the rate stats here. And once again, we added on base, slugging, OPS for the hitters. You have pitcher side. Again, you can filter by pitch type. So yeah, this is cumulative stats, by the way. So yeah, it'll add up throughout the season. The more games you import it, but we only have 2. Now we have spray chart. This is different than the pitcher's dashboard. So let's select the 2 games that we have. This is the 3D view we have here. It has catcher's view default. This is the default where you could just move around the camera. All right, so let's look at. You can select either on the interactive strike zone or the 2D spray chart. So let's look at this one. So here you'll see the pitch trajectory and the hit trajectory. So if you click on catcher's view, you'll see the pitch trajectory here. Hit trajectory is right there. And once again, you click on default. You can move around the camera. And if you click on the interactive strike zone, some of the pitches are not, they don't have a hit trajectory because that's baseball. So you'll see the pitch trajectory if there is no hit trajectory on the catcher's view. So yeah, that's the cool thing about this feature. If you want to click, you can either click on the 2D spray chart or the interactive strike zone, and it'll show you everything. And once again, you can filter everything here. Heat maps is the same as the pitcher's dashboard. Everything here is the same, but it's for the hitters. Zone, heat maps. Yeah, pretty much everything's the same here. You can filter through everything versus right-hand hitters, left-hand hitters. So yeah, so that is the website, and